Hello, everybody. I'm the Lone Carrot, and welcome to my new commentary video. Today, we're just gonna ramble on and have some fun today. I don't do these very often, but today I decided why not. But you guys are gonna be seeing some Pixel Gun 3D gameplay, which was recommended to me by my friend, and I just kind of started playing it. It's honestly been it's been fun, I would say. It's just, you know, it's a game of all time. Um, but yeah, I decided today we're gonna do the classic format. Like, isn't this like a flashback, eh? Like talking over some unrelated footage. It's pretty great to say the least. I actually miss those days personally. I and I, you know, it wasn't the greatest of content, but I think it was pretty entertaining for its time. I mean, back in the internet, like nothing really was too crazy. Like I'm not sure how many of you guys grew up watching Let's Plays, but I loved watching Let's Plays. It was just people talking while playing, and honestly, that's pretty fun as well. But when YouTube started getting to that commentary side, that commentary age, I found it extremely fun because I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but like it was an excuse for people to make more content just talking about stuff about PCs, about drama, about just anything really. And people always did their updates like this too. But enough about that. So in the gameplay, I'm doing some quests. I forget what I was doing honestly, but I was kind of forced to play certain game modes. Um, and yeah, I mean, I just had to do some quests for the day, so I started recording it, and because I was planning to make this video, and I was like, why not just go over classic? At some points of the video, you might see me just dying a lot because I was I started molding and started targeting this one guy who had like a full set of gear that was like really powerful. Like barely anyone could kill him. I think he's kind of a, I mean, he seems like to be like a pay to win player kind of. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, enough about gameplay. I guess this commentary video, I guess I'll talk about possible uh things that I'm gonna make in the future. I'll probably make some more of this type of content, or maybe I'll record some real-time commentary while I play some Minecraft, some Yu-Gi-Oh. I might make more IRL videos. Um, but I recently decided to start um start making content because I was watching this one person talk about how they personally and they also support people who use content making as kind of a side thing, because as everyone who's intelligent knows that YouTube is very unstable inherently as a job and as pretty much anything. I mean, let's be honest, like YouTube does a lot of weird stuff and a lot of things have happened over the years that proves that you shouldn't rely on YouTube only. But um but as a side thing, it's actually pretty good because you get to make the content that you want, really. Um and we all have that urge to create and to show off who we are. And I I don't know, I realized like I have this channel and honestly I I really like making content, though I have to admit I've kind of fell under that cliche of me being a child and wanting to become a YouTuber because at the end of the day it does sound like fun. Like not only like, oh, I get paid to play and I and I can make a career out of it. That's great. It's not only that, though it is pretty fun, but honestly, I find it amazing to be able to just do the things that everyone did, and I watched a lot of YouTube channels who were very creative with what they did with their time on YouTube. Um, and I saw some of the most insane things happening. I love watching Cow Chop. I loved watching Sly Fox Hound back in the day. I some things are less crazy than others, but nonetheless, I like the content. I like people sharing um themselves, basically. I mean, that was the old YouTube logo, right? Not logo, slogan. Broadcast yourself. And I found that amazing, really. I mean, over the years, that message has been muddled because of corporations and all the things they've changed and the algorithm and shorts and blah, 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 blah. But nonetheless, I enjoy the dream, honestly. And I think everyone should, I mean, not everyone, but I think, yeah, no, everyone should pursue their dream. And personally, I don't really have a dream, I guess, per se, but I I I I enjoy living my life, and this is one aspect I love living my life with. Making content, being like a YouTuber, even if not a lot of people watch me really, but I had tons of fun. Even in these clips right here where I'm probably like dying or shooting people, um, I had tons of fun because I mean at the end of the day I targeted a person, I killed some people, it was honestly this game is very like visually stimulating, which is pretty nice for my brain. Like personally, I find it very satisfying. Not satisfying. What is it? It just keeps my mind occupied. I tend to bounce around a lot, so I I actually really like this game. But maybe I just haven't played a lot of FPS. I used to play Team Fortress 2, but my computer doesn't have the greatest of storage, and TF2 is like 23 or 24 gigabytes, which is a lot to me. Um, they recently, I mean not recent, but like a while back they started doing updates, and there was an update that was 1 gigabyte, and at that point I had to uninstall it. I have another drive, but it doesn't work as fast due to some connections, and because of that, it's not really the greatest for playing certain games that require constant like graphic updating. Um, but enough about that. Um, so I'm probably gonna make some more of these type of videos where I just kind of commentate over some gameplay. And I guess I'll talk about some things that I might talk about. I'll probably talk about some D&D because I've been really enjoying the game, or at least the concept of it. I really like. I don't know if it's just me, but something that I fell in love with choose your own adventure games, like the text adventure games, was that they were so open ended. Like nowadays people make open world games and you can do whatever, right? And it's like crazy. But if we start reducing our like if we start focusing in on just that open worldness, we can start focusing on being like having any possibility with text. Like, isn't that amazing? I don't know. I find that like endless possibilities, but I don't know. People don't really like those type of games anymore. And then there was the whole copyright thing over choose your own adventure. So I don't know if that translates, if that copyright translates from book to game, because I know the Yogscast, or not the Yogscast, but someone specifically in the Yogscast had trouble because they were making a choose your own adventure book, but they had trouble with the copyright of the name. And apparently that community is very close-minded. But yeah, maybe I'll start making some videos about random things I find, and I'll just kind of like talk about like I don't know. I always find interesting stuff. I started researching carrots for obvious reasons because I was just curious, and I also want to check in on like characters design stuff because I've gone too long without making an actual persona, and I don't know. I mean, a carrot isn't that bad. I just want it to be more unique, a little bit more unique, not too unique, but I also just want to have some OCs with me because I always feel like I miss them. I always miss the opportunity to have OCs. But I've also been writing some stuff. Maybe I'll start reading some of it. Just put up a camera, start recording myself with me reading the paper, or maybe I'll just put an image and then I'll talk over some stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I've been really enjoying making some fan fiction and some essays about my favorite things. Um, I should probably make a name for this series. So I'll probably I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends what I'm doing, but I'll probably name this Coffee and Depression. Who doesn't love a little bit of coffee and depression? perks you right up and then brings you right down. And honestly, that's just been the vibe these days. You know how it is. Um, but that's pretty much about it for what I'm talking about today. I said a lot, but I'll probably make a video not too soon, considering I'm very lazy about these sort of things, but I do enjoy the whole process of creation, at least once in a while, so maybe I'll get to it earlier than I expect. But that's gonna be pretty much about it, and make sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below if you want to see any video about any specific thing or gameplay. I might have it, maybe. But I will see you guys next time. See, you do intro there. Bye bye.